Hello and welcome everyone back to another video. My name is G-Cat and today we're back with another banger video talking about the winning chain, Pulsechain. We're going to be bringing you guys the latest and greatest news regarding it. Today we're going to be looking at another bullish narrative. Now in the previous video, I talked about the PRC20 gold mine narrative and I covered almost everything, scratched the surface, but at the same time giving you guys all the relevant information. Very beginner friendly. I urge everyone to go there, especially if you are new to Pulsechain, and I did have a lot of newcomers from the previous video, so shout out to you guys. And if you are new, this is one of your first videos. Even if you're new to crypto as well, I want to know down in the comments down below. Also join my Telegram, link in the description. Do not be left alone, be part of the conversation. And yeah, thank you very much for choosing to watch my videos as well. You will not regret this. I'm trying to provide all the information asymmetry. I do a lot of research. This is basically my second full-time job. I really enjoy crypto. It's an instrument to make smart money by not working hard as well. That is the true key to life, in my opinion, to win back time. The only currency that does not inflate. But without further ado, in this video, we're going to be looking at another narrative, which is called the Atropa ecosystem, a very bullish narrative that is kind of intertwined with the PRC20, because there's a little bit of, reasoning, like how is it attached to PDAI, for example, which we're going to be covering as well. So yeah, watch the whole video through. I hope you guys really enjoy it. But before we jump into that, we're going to be covering some of the highlights, comments. Thank you very much for the people who are choosing to support me as well. So the YouTube members, by the way, we're going to be explaining why being a member as well. There's some perks in there a bit later on, actually. So thank you very much for becoming a YouTube member as well. To the highlighted comments. Now these are the comments in the previous video from Johnny. Perfect video updates on all my favorite topics. I agree. I sold some PDAI for PWBTC. Same thing recently, and the gap is being filled quickly. It's the smartest play until they reach parity. So many more X's with PWBTC. And another comment here from Marcus: Ethereum went from 30 cents to 1,500 in its first bull run. Pulse is gonna perform much better. LFG, absolutely. And then another one here. Great video. Thank you very much for the walkthrough and info. Muchas gracias, amigo. Thank you very much. And of course, thank you for watching the video right now as well. Look, let's start with a little bit of funny memes here and there. Oh yeah, maybe Bitcoin will improve my life, and then it goes all the way up, and then I learned so many things, I'm investing, and then it goes all the way down. Oh my God, the deep state. Who owns the Federal Reserve? Not the government. Anyways, on that note, again, I think I mentioned this. I've been rerunning this video, by the way, so I don't know if I mentioned this. Go join my Telegram, link in the description. Aside from that, we're going to be starting off again. Don't worry, I'll be covering a lot of information. Sit back, get your notebook. I just wanted to start off with this, by the way, because I need to remind people at the end of the day, crypto is crypto. It is still high risk no matter where you go. Okay, it is honestly just a spectrum of risk. Low risk, high risk. Okay, there's no such thing as zero risk. Okay, and of course, everything in terms of security and everything, unfortunately, the security is as strong as its weakest link, which is what the human factor. So you might have the best cold storage ever. If you're going to tell someone your 12 keyword password, or 13th if you're smart, 13th keyword passphrase, it's going to be attacked, vulnerability attack, as easy as that. So keep that in mind. Another reminder here, I started crypto. This is, by the way, an anonymous post. I started crypto during the 2021 bull run, switched to NFT till bear market, more losses. Due to the news of Bitcoin happening the fourth quarter of 2023, crypto market started to move mainly on a meme coins. Exactly. This is why a lot of people hate this bull run, because there's no real DeFi, or there's no real innovation, right? Because obviously the latest one has been DeFi. So, unless there's going to be DeFi 2.0, which I do think so, by the way. If you watch my TitanX video, going to come real soon. TitanX, the whole ecosystem is absolutely crazy. Literally video very, very soon. We're talking tomorrow, after tomorrow. So have your notification bell open ASAP. Anyways, using everything I've learned so far, I chose one project, bro. Come on, you cannot choose just one project. So clearly he hasn't learned enough, actually. I chose one project that consists everything I think, what it takes to be at the top I poured everything, time, effort, money. I became so active that they promoted me as one of their admins. Right now, we're sitting at minus 90% downtrend from all-time high. Investment almost zero. It's even too late for me to sell. Where did it go wrong? Really, the fact that this bull run could be the last run we will never see hurts me more. We will ever see hurts me more. Yeah, first of all, mistake. We will always have bull and bear markets. By the way, we're never going to break off that trend. Really, it's a pendulum swing. It's been clear that it's happened in the previous three or four bull runs, basically, right? So it is going to be 4 years this, 4 years of that, basically. It is tied to the global liquidity index. Again, we're not really going to delve into that. I think the Bitcoin halving is just coincidentally timed very nicely with that. But as I told you guys, either way, that every Bitcoin halving, the year of that, you don't expect to make crazy gains. Okay, the only kind of relevant trend is that every Q4 of every Bitcoin halving ends with Bitcoin being super bullish, right? Being super up, like around 100% up or 50% up, depending, or 160% in some cases as well. So that's why I am being bullish that Bitcoin could end at around 90,000, by end of 2024, which is pretty cool, right? And of course, as an effect, which we're going to be getting into, we're going to delve into Hart's law, what it is. As an effect, Ethereum, where is it going to be? Okay, Ethereum can be, 5,000 plus. And of course, 2025 targets, hopefully from between 7,000 to 15,000 Ethereum. That will be pretty cool. And we will cover the sacrifice funds. I've mentioned that in a lot of my videos. And now I do have bundles here on DBank where I actually have a lot of those wallets. Again, thanks to Twitter. I don't have the source where I got them from, but it's around 40 wallets that are related to the sacrifice funds. I put them in bundles so I'll never lose them here, and I can keep track of them as well. So these are the funds that are to do with Pulsechain, by the way. These are because Pulsechain, before it launched, it had a sacrifice for pulsex, which is the native DEX. And before that, it had a sacrifice for Pulsechain itself. And then both of them combined, it kind of amassed to be over like almost around $1 billion worth. And basically, Richard Hart, the founder of both, right? He is holding that sacrifice funds, and the strategy is quite clear. It's going to be the same strategy that happened with HEX, the HEX from Ethereum in 2021, right? That caused it to absolutely skyrocket and do a 10,000x, where Richard Hart basically, bought back HEX slowly. You know what I mean? And I prefer the strategy than paying, shillers, crypto influencers that are double-faced and selling behind your back. Do you know what I mean? So I'd rather him just buying back his own tokens that he believes in. Okay. And yeah, it's a proven concept in my opinion. At least we're not like Ethereum, the Ethereum Foundation, and, Vitalik having a girlfriend as well. You know what I mean? Like, obviously that's a joke. With Vitalik, like donating and constantly selling almost at the worst times. Look at the market conditions. Like, you have to kind of read the room a little bit. There's been a lot of cases where he sent so much money to the Ethereum Foundation wallets, and then you can see the Ethereum Foundation turning that Ethereum to die. It's really bad, right? People saying like, why are you dumping Ethereum on our heads? Either they've done that a lot during all-time highs, and now they're doing it obviously during bear traps, like in the past months. People just did not like that at all as well. So that's one thing Pulsechain does not do. Richard Hart does not sell any of his tokens, by the way. So yeah, that's another reason why I love being on Pulsechain. Aside from the fact that it's such a small market cap, we're basically under $1 billion market cap, by the way, or just at $1 billion. Imagine where it could be if it reached, like, you know what I mean, fractions of Ethereum. As you mentioned earlier in the comment, Ethereum in the first cycle went from 30 cents to 1,500. Do you know what I mean? You do the math. How many X's is that? Anyways, moving on. Let us actually start with Atropa. By the way, quick meme that I made, which is why you guys should definitely go check out my Twitter and give me a follow. I made this meme. You know what I mean? Being poor, you have a $270 hat, $650 sunglasses, etc. Being rich, you know what I mean? You'll be a little modest, a little humble. You don't try to be flashy. But being a Pulsechain holder, even better, man. You know what I mean? Like, you still don't pay nothing. you straight up steal it. So shout out to, I put your friend Sami here, shout out to him, by the way, best content on YouTube. That's hands down, honestly. He's very knowledgeable as well. Shout out to him. And I put the little spoon there, the little sharp spoon. Careful. Whoa, he's armed and dangerous. Sharp elbows as well. Anyways, going back to it, we're going to be starting with the charts. Okay, enough of inside jokes. This is the Atropa ecosystem. What am I talking about? This is one of the most bullish narratives within Pulsechain. So sit back. I'm about to go into it. Why has it been super bullish? Basically from, recent all-time low, local all-time low, we've basically are up 3x. Not bad. This is a very good bullish trend breakout basically. And so Atropa, ladies and gentlemen, stemmed from PDAI. The token that I mentioned in the previous video is basically an ecosystem. So this is the main project token, obviously. Doesn't inflate. All the liquidity is burnt. So absolute, commitments shown from the dev. We're going to be speaking about the dev in a second. The dev at the beginning started off by being someone anonymous with an alias that has finally been, we slowly started learning more and more about the dev. It's been like this benevolent actor, which he was. Like, he burns all the LP, all the liquidity, and he creates these tokens. In a second, we'll see that even Teddy Bear is made by the Atropa dev. So how do we know that? So quickly, how can you find out if a token is made by Atropa? If a token is made by the Atropa dev, apologies, I'm here jumping the gun a little bit. The wallet behind it ends with 414, so that's why people gave a name of the 414 dev. Okay, this is before he doxed himself, which he did in a second. I'm going to cover. So if you click on the contract such as Atropa, you can see that the creator comes from the 414 wallet. It ends with 414, and that's how he got that nickname, really. This is the token. Okay, reason being why it's super bullish. Not only the fact that yes, we have Teddy Bear, which is so cool. I believe it's one of the top 2 most bullish meme coins within Pulsechain. Now, I did have someone ask me how much would the price of Teddy Bear be, which I believe is here. How much would the price of Teddy Bear be once the market cap goes to 1 billion? I'm going to show you guys in a second how you can calculate that. But going back to it now, a reason why Atropa is super bullish. Okay, now I wanna tell you guys quickly the definition of what is Hart's law, because this is going to come in handy. I've been mentioning a lot, and I kind of been describing it here and there. Here's a quick sentence. Richard Hart's law says that cryptocurrencies will rise and fall alongside one another as a result of their liquidity pairing. Okay, and here he shows an example. Look at those two charts. Bitcoin/USDC, Bitcoin/USDC. Now, these two charts have nothing. They're not linked together, right? But look at it. It moves. The movements are still correlated. Why? Because there's other pairs that are related, such as the Bitcoin or the Ethereum/BTC chart. Okay, and that's exactly it. Even though you might have these charts that are not relevant to Ethereum, there's still other charts, and that's the liquidity bonding effect, right? Where it's indirectly linked together, and that's called Hart's law, which basically then now makes us understand the leverages of other tokens. So for example, people say Atropa is a leverage of PDAI, okay, which we're going to be covering in a second, guys. This is super exciting. So if you believe in PDAI, you must believe in Atropa, okay, because of the benevolence of this dev at the beginning. Okay, we're going to be learning about who he is as well, okay, has been absolutely phenomenal. One of the reasons why being in Pulsechain, it feels so good to be in Pulsechain, knowing that someone as smart as him spent 12 hours a daily building in Pulsechain, guys. Okay, for the past year, I've been documenting that. It's absolutely crazy. Okay, it feels good. Someone as smart as that. Wow. We're literally talking about a ex-NASA scientist, guys. 25-year veteran. Worked with Microsoft, HP, Intel, all of that. We're going to be, yeah, you're in for a long ride, guys. I'm telling you, this video, my channel is dedicated for information asymmetry. You are the first 1% that knows about Pulsechain, or at least that actually want to learn about Pulsechain, because there's a lot of people that know about Pulsechain and HEX. Okay, all they think about Richard Hart, oh yeah, he's a scammer. He's the one who scammed HEX. Yeah. Minus 99%. Do you know what I mean? That's all they know. Okay, and then they're gonna keep seeing our mention, and soon enough they'll see that, oh yeah, we won the SEC case. Okay, and then now they're gonna go from laughing to being nervous, and then now they're gonna FOMO back in. Yeah, which we're gonna be talking about HEX, by the way. Okay, the greatest CTO in crypto history. The comeback history will be real. CTO, if you didn't know, community takeover. Pretty cool stuff, guys. I'm telling you, pretty cool. 2025 is the year that will change a lot of people. Richard Hart's mission, by the way, what is it? Is it about making more money? No, he's already a self-made billionaire from Bitcoin. Okay? He wants, and he won't stop, he wants legacy. He wants to create 1 million millionaires. Okay? Yeah. How does it feel being that early to a chain that is under $1 billion in market cap, when 99% of crypto investors and traders don't know about this place yet? We're not even on centralized exchanges. Okay, step one is the hardest step, actually. So if you're new in crypto, step one is the hardest step. How can I invest in Pulsechain? Video coming soon, by the way. How can I invest in Pulsechain? You know what I mean? I can't buy it from Binance. I can't buy it from Coinbase. I can't buy it from crypto.com. I'm gonna wait till it's easier. That's what 99% of the people are doing right now. Oh, I'm just gonna wait. Shout out to Maxi, by the way. That's one of the first centralized exchanges that has taken us. So shout out to Maxi, by the way. Anyways, going back to it. Okay, how significant is Atropa? I just kind of described it. Is basically a meme, and of course, this is the name of the project. It's the middle of the spider diagram, because the branch keeps going. There's even a layer 2 of Atropa that I'm not going to talk about. I'm going to show you guys in a second. If we go to Pulsechain over index screener, let me double check my mic is still working. Good, thank God. Like this video. Thank you. I hope you guys were having a good weekend as well. Productive weekend, enjoying the time, touching some grass, as they say. Don't be looking at the chart too long, like me. Anyways, if we go to Pulsechain and check out the graphs, right? What we're going to do, we're going to go to liquidity, and then we're going to click on top, make sure that's on top. And then you will see, ladies and gentlemen, I believe it's this one. I believe, oh no, transactions. Let me just quickly do that. And there we go. Yeah, I think I was on the right one either way. Yeah, so if we basically sort Pulsechain by the thickest liquidity, no surprise. Okay, the first handful will be about the Richard Hart tokens. Pulsex, INC, Pulse, this is the literal native token. HEX, those are the 4, right? Look at the 5th one. PDAI / Atropa. So PDAI, the greatest narrative, one of the greatest narratives within Pulsechain, is tied with Atropa. Now think about the liquidity bonding. Think about how many X's PDAI has to go to the $1. I already told you guys last video, 260X. Now because of the thickness of that liquidity, look at this, 27.6 million thick dollars. United States thick dollars, ladies and gentlemen. USTD. USTD. Anyways, that sounds like a meme, actually. Anyways, this is crazy. Yes, we're talking about this is significant because PDAI, the greatest liquidity, is with Atropa. It's not with WPS as you'd think. It's with Atropa. Now also, because of that Hart's law that I just described, you know that Atropa will have a lot of upside, almost mathematically will have that upside, regardless of whether people buy or sell Atropa itself. If people buy PDAI from other, bonds, from WPLS, they buy it with Stablecoins, whatever, they buy it from with, I don't know, INC, whatever. Atropa, as an effect of that, will go up with it. You know what I mean? So we don't care if people actually buy up Atropa itself. That's how it works. This is literally how liquidity works, right? This is basically the Uniswap formula, where the constant product formula is X times Y is equal to K, right? And then obviously we have arbitrage bots that basically keeps this equilibrium, So if people keep buying PDAI, they're gonna bring Atropa. Everything will go up. It's actually pretty cool how it works. By the way, it's literally like a living, you know, basically like a organism. Basically, I was gonna explain, but it goes even further. I dug up this tweet. Okay, this is from one of the logs, IRC logs that dev, the 414 dev, right? His alias, he was going by Maria as well. This is before where he doxed himself, which we're gonna get to in a second. Someone here quickly talked about right now. Atropa / PDAI is at 1 to 8.5 ish ratio as PDAI and Atropa continues to grow in value. Do you see that ratio staying around 1 to 10? Could it deviate further? And then the dev says, I'm expecting that ratio to grow between 30 to 1 or around 40 to 1 by the time PDAI hits $1, going by what has occurred already. So basically, do you know what that means? It insinuates that Atropa has a long distance to go all the way to $40. Now, there has been some updates where he did talk about actually this number can be somewhere lower than that, because of course, you know, I don't know, things change, whatever. And then the dev, right? This is ages ago. We're talking like this is around a year ago. The dev literally says, or not a year ago, around 10 months ago, the dev literally says, actually, we changed it to be a more accurate price now, which is around, because obviously now the price is kind of, you know, set. The price floors go up slowly because of how thick liquidity is. You can think of liquidity, the more liquidity there is, it literally raises the price floor slowly. Like the minimum price floor, it raises very, very slowly. This is why it is such a sick thing when you think about Pulsechain. It is such a very liquid chain that we have. When we look at the liquidity to market cap ratio, yeah, Pulsechain is up there, guys. It is really up there. But anyways, this is the new thing that the Atropa dev kind of shown here. Okay, now these are other tokens within the Atropa ecosystem. You can see here in the whiteboard, he talks about Atropa with a 1 billion supply, burns 50%, LP 65%, source, all of these. Don't worry about these in my opinion. And you can see here the pools. Okay, look at that target. That's the recent target from the Atropa himself, $7.5. Ladies and gentlemen, $7.5. That is absolutely life-changing money, because I mean, if we put this to $7.5, that's it used to be, by the way, it used to be down here. If you were DCAing, the power of DCAing is absolutely crazy. It would have been at 565x. But where the price is today, let's quickly grab that. Where the price is today, that is going to be a 220x, just around that same amount of x's that PDAI has to go as well. But I truly do believe Atropa is a leverage of PDAI in my opinion. But what's even crazier, we take that a step further. Okay, you remember that chart that I showed you in a second here, the Atropa / DAI? Now let's click on that. Okay, this is why sometimes you don't need to look at things, to look at, you know, things deeper, strip away the dollar value. Okay, look at it by units. Okay, we don't care about the dollar value right now. Okay, click on Atropa. And then, ladies and gentlemen, actually, apologies. What you want to do, click this, and then click on invert pair. And then look at this. How many DAI does it cost to buy one Atropa? What is the ratio? 7.7. Ladies and gentlemen, 10 months ago, this is what the dev put on his board, 7.5. We are literally right on that ratio. And it's absolutely crazy. This is super, super bullish. Now, of course, this number can go even higher. It can. At some point, it was at 10. Indeed, just like 777. Shout out to him, by the way. 777. This guy's absolutely super smart. I've seen his tweets. Shout out to him, big time. But yeah, you can see we are at 7.7. That means when PDAI goes to $1, Atropa will be at $7.7, potentially even higher. Okay, $11, guys. Oh, that's crazy. Crazy amount of X's. Okay, now we gotta move on. All right, I've explained that Atropa is super bullish, 1 billion supply, as you guys have already seen. A lot of it probably burnt big time. Okay, so a lot of those tokens are out of circulation. Super, super bullish. Now, this is the second one, which is the Teddy Bear, which again, people look at this as, is this the Shiba Inu of Pulsechain at 22.1 million? I made tons of videos here about PDAI, reminding people that, hey, you know, when it was just like 8 million market cap, So I told people like, yo, this is $1 billion+ meme coin. Okay, and I've been making most of my videos. I was even new myself to Pulsechain around, around this time. I made tons of videos about this. You know what I mean? And yeah, anyways, that's around Christmas time. And I told people, hey, these are the times, like December is the month where people don't be caring about investing. They want to actually cash out their crypto so they can buy stuff, gifts, celebrate. It's holidays, right? So I said, you gotta take advantage of that. Look at this. It's so crazy, by the way. Chase the low volume days. Okay, chase the low volume days. When people are not buying, you should be scouting. Okay, when it's red candles as well, you should be getting greedy. Okay, don't be buying when it's like this, when it's high volume days and it's green, god candles. Unfortunately, that's how 99% of people work. Okay, this is why crypto is a casino that 95% of the players get punished. Okay, they barely cut even, and most of them are actually on losses, perpetual losses, unfortunately. Okay, but you watching my channel, and I'm teaching you guys to be disciplined investors. I'm teaching you guys to be independent thinkers. I'm not here to tell you guys which token to buy left and right. I'm just giving you guys the information, and you have to make your own thesis at the end of the day. You have to do your own research. I'm just providing you guys. I'm being resourceful. Okay, I'm leveraging my network, the people that I know, the hours of research that I've accumulated, and putting them down into kind of bite-sized videos as well. So if you do appreciate, obviously subscribe, become a YouTube member, support me as well. I appreciate you guys honestly by just giving this video a like, commenting down below. It boosts the video a lot on the YouTube algorithm. Sharing this video with a crypto bro or someone who is not into crypto that you wanna somehow get them into. Pulsechain is beautiful. It's beautiful. It literally is beautiful. It attracts every type of investor, the degen all the way to the super low risk type of investor, because we have the stables liquidity, which is absolutely crazy. This is actually a new type of liquidity that we've seen, by the way, that came in the recent pulsex update, which is basically this. It has a 1.3 million. It's a pool where you can literally only enter with 3 stable coins, right? Imagine zero impermanent loss, basically zero risk. All right, I'm going to say that. The risk is only the inherent risk of a stable coin, which is basically nothing, right? USDT, USDC. USDT is obviously owned by Tether, USDC owned by Liquidity, DAI owned by MakerDAO. They've all 3 of them withstood the test of time. Imagine you enter a liquidity pool that is basically made of 3 tokens. Here the constant product formula is x plus y plus z is equal to k. So you can actually just enter with only 1 pool. You don't need to have equal amounts of value. And look at that, you make 14.6% APR. Now, yes, that might be low to a few people, but to people who really know, this is for 0% impermanent loss and basically zero risk. This is amazing. This is better than any savings account. This is better than any stable coin, than any staking out there. Honestly, find a better stable coin liquidity in any of crypto, which is cool. That's so sick. Anyways, going back to it, guys, this is it's pretty cool. I love Pulsechain, by the way. Once I make a lot of capital that I just want to hold, or I just want to make money instead of having it collect dust, because obviously in the bull run you're gonna have top signals where you want to turn some of your tokens to stables, right? Because that's basically effectively you cashing out. I'm gonna be turning them into these pools, which is hey, I'm gonna make even further money. So cool. I mean, it's actually pretty cool. Anyways, going back to it. Where are we? Teddy bear. Yeah. So quickly, I wanted to show people. Someone asked me. I saw this comment. How can I know the price of teddy bear once the market cap reaches 1 billion? So that is indeed a very good question. What I have here is notes. This is basically the formula: token supply times price makes up the market cap. So we already know the token supply, which is this. What happens if we know the market cap, which is going to be 1 billion? So if I quickly did this number times price is equal to 1 billion, which is 1,000,000,000, I believe. Yes. Yeah. Anyways, so obviously the unknown variable is the price. So we have to take the token supply to the other side of the equation. So we have to divide both sides by that number, because opposite of a multiplication is a division. So next up, we will get price is equal to 1 billion divided by, and then obviously that, which obviously we can do that right here. We will find out how many, what is the price, because obviously the price of today is 07022. If we did this, if I pasted that, I believe, me pasting all of that, it automatically did it. It'll be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 zeros. If I quickly, no, okay, thank you, I guess. I cannot copy it. 0 0.12345, then 1 0, which is absolutely crazy. Okay, so if you also want to find out how many X's are we away to 1 billion, we're going to quickly do one. Let's do it by 1,000 just to keep it less zeros. 1,000 divided by 22.4, because that's the market cap right now, or I guess 22.1. Let's correct that. That is a 45x, guys. Okay, a 45x, which actually, when you really think about it, that is nothing. That's actually nothing. It actually is nothing, guys. Wow. It was actually so crazy. I mean, speaking of it, by the way, looking at the altcoin index, yeah, it's getting scary, guys. It's almost time. It is almost time. Other indicators, looking at this crypto total market, I've done kind of like my pattern recognition. I looked at others. This is a chart which is a very undervalued chart. Let me tell you this. You might want to pause. You might want to take a screenshot and understand this. I've kind of written notes here as well. You know what I mean? I like to diagram things here. I'm my real job is being a software engineer and a system engineer. So software engineering with a systems approach. So I like to diagram. I like to visualize things as well. But yeah, you can see here peak 1, peak 2, and then these white lines show the Bitcoin halvings. And you can see here, this is basically the altcoin others market cap, which is basically everything outside of the top 10 coin market cap, excluding stablecoins. And then yeah, so the higher the the higher the market cap, the better the altcoin season is priming up, right? Which I basically, using all this using the graph, using previous data, okay, I've basically lowered it down to this green box. This will be my sell signal. Okay, this will be my top signal, I mean, which, yeah, in other ways means sell signal, which means turn your coins into stable coin. That's it. Be happy with what you have. I don't care if we reach 150,000 Bitcoin. I don't care if I don't care if my family members telling me, what are you doing? Are you dumb for selling? Bitcoin is going to 500,000. What are you doing selling at 150? No. Make a list of top signals, no matter what, no matter even if you yourself are doubting it. Guys, that's where you actually need to cash out at least something, cash out some stuff, okay? Because we can never, ever call the top, okay? It's basically super rare to do that, based on luck as well. And it's super, if you're waiting on confirmation. So for example, if you're waiting for the price to go down and then you confirm it, yeah, the average, confirmation percentage is a minus 50%, basically. So would you rather wait till you see a minus 50% to be like, oh, I better sell now? Yeah, it's definitely top. We've already topped. No, minus 50% can be the difference between making $1 million to 500,000. Do you know what I mean? So make your, you know what I mean? And at the end of the day, even if it wasn't correct, oh well, any profit is good profit. Do you understand what I'm saying? So yeah, keep it small reminders here and there. Other reminders would be like the crypto market cap. I'm just making my mic works. Thank God. Like the video if you're enjoying it so far, by the way. The total crypto market cap right now, we're at 2.2 trillion using Fibonacci retracements, which is such a great tool, by the way. It's a natural tool. Again, trying to measure natural human interactions. We are, at the end of the day, natural beings, right? We just what am I trying to say? Fibonacci makes sense, which is actually pretty damn cool how it all makes sense. That's probably for another video. Aside from that, my targets is for the total crypto market cap to be anywhere between 7. I think 7 is kind of the minimum that I'm aiming for, but that's still top. Okay, that still could possibly be top. All the way up to 10 trillion, to 12 trillion. I don't think we're really gonna break anything above that, in my opinion. But yeah, because you can see that every other, I didn't really go back far as that, but we've just been hitting the 3.6 Fibonacci level. So I think 10 would be the aspirational. At 12 trillion, don't be waiting for that. Definitely don't be waiting for that. So if you are at 10 trillion total crypto market cap, and you're waking up and you're like, what should I do? Everything's flourishing, etc. Yeah, there should be some warning signs. It's like, hold on. This is euphoric. I need to realize. I need to count my profits. You know what I mean? Yes, you can still have some in altcoins just in case it does another, I don't know, another 10x, another 100x. You just never know, honestly, by the way. It will probably be in an altcoin season. You just never, but at the same time, yeah, you could be asleep and all of a sudden prices will fall down like a falling knife, and it's never again, and you're banished. If you weren't ready to sell, you will be banished to wait another 3 to 4 years till the next bull run. Guys, don't make that mistake, such as the original anonymous story here. Okay? Well, actually, this is not the worst. I've seen one before, worse one before, where he lost money in almost every single bull run, in almost the past 3 bull runs. It's like, come on. Like, how could you have not learned that much? I've only been in the previous bull run. You know what I mean? I still do feel like I'm actually new to crypto, in my opinion. But at the same time, crypto moves very fast. That I learned so much in the past year, guys. It's actually crazy. Even though I've been in the previous bull run and I made a lot of money, I'd say, in the previous bull run, I was holding at some point half a Bitcoin. You know what I mean? Until I realized altcoins, you make way more access. But that's for another story. But you know what I mean? Like, it's just unfortunate you see stuff like this. This is why it is important to just not be a one-man army into crypto. Be around people who think alike, or obviously be around people who are richer than you. You know what I mean? Like, be friends with whales. Because if you are being friends with whales, most likely that you will become one. Okay? Hart's law in real life. No, it's called the network effect, right? The same thing I think is happening with Pulsechain, by the way. It really been attracting, I'm looking at Ton. It really been attracting a lot of smart people, and that's such a great thing to see. And it, the network effect is really becoming a thing. I'm doing that my part with the network effect. What is network effect? Is basically a way where, getting users attracts more users. Simple as that, really. It's the snowball effect. So anyways, guys, next up in the list is just updates. I kind of talked about Teddy Bear. I told you guys where it could go. I talked about the Atropa ecosystem. Absolutely crazy, guys. $7.5 target. Like, the dev has been bang on, by the way. Who is the dev, by the way? Later on, he goes to dox himself. Shout out to him. He's been on a Pulsechain conference. Guys, you can go check him out. You know what I mean? That could be your research. He's been on talks. Super smart. Super smart. You know what I mean? And this is his name. Like, James Ellis Osborne III, 25-year scene veteran with ties to art lit. So these are obviously artists. Has worked for Terra Power, Microsoft, Intel, HP, NASA. And there's literally a lecture where he was talking about Perl programming, which is pretty cool. And yeah, guys, I mean, moving on. Okay, Pulsechain. I've been making videos about this recently. You know what I mean? Where it was at $100. Yeah, it was actually at $100. And it's crazy. I've reminded people, hey, whoa, these prices are way too low. PWBTC did not do a 5000x like PDAI did. PDAI actually already did a 5000x. Do you know that, guys? Do you know that's crazy? But look at this. When we look at PWBTC, what's the most it has done? All the way down from $14 to where we are. It did a 15x. Where's the 5000x? You know what I mean? And obviously, are we going to see a 5000x? Okay, let's actually relax now. But we are, by the way, look at this. From like a real price of Bitcoin, right? When we reach parity, it used to be, again, the power of DCA. From that low there, it used to be 100x. But now, because of the price where we are, it has gone down all the way to 317x. All of a sudden, it's actually more realistic. All of a sudden, it's like, oh, okay, actually now, you know what I mean? And it's going to keep going up until, imagine, once we break like $1,000, it's going to be a 70x away, guys. We're only 5x away from 1,000, which then will make being 70k Bitcoin, hashtag real Bitcoin, less than 100x away. It's literally, it's so crazy to me that how we're so, you know what I mean? We're only steps, we're only a few steps away from people looking at this as, oh yeah, this is an easy no-brainer. But we've been here in the first days where, of course, it's the highest risk, right? Because technically, this is where all the lowest confidence is. Being that early, high risk, high reward. Manage your risks, okay? Obviously, from that lesson that we learned, please don't put everything in one basket, guys. Come on. How are we making that mistake? How can you tell me, you know what I mean? How can you tell me using everything I learned? You clearly didn't learn enough. It's really unfortunate to see stories like this. You know what I mean? And it's even worse when it's about security stuff. By the way, I've had people reach out to me, almost like 3 in the past, 6 months, of like unfortunate events where they've been attacked, social engineered. It's so sad to see that. Do you know what I mean? But everyone has their own like tests in life. Okay, that could be one of them, by the way. And come back stronger. You know what I mean? I believe these are processes where you take a step back so you can then take 2 steps forward. It should never be, you should never stop the strategy. You should never stop believing in what you're believing just because of whatever happened, right? Keep doing your strategy, DCAing and hodling. The biggest winners are hodlers, by the way. People who've held through, FUDs, trials and tribulations. You know what I mean? So, Wagamai, guys. Wagamai. We're going to make it. Really appreciate you guys watching my videos, by the way. I don't want to make this video too long, by the way. So I'm going to quickly just give you guys updates on where everything has been going. INC, the absolute liquid gold of Pulsechain. This is part of the Richard Heart ecosystem. So this is the main 4 tokens of the whole network, right? This is like all-time high was $81, I believe. $81 around at INC. It went all the way down to basically 40 cents. I was there. I was literally making videos about other stuff. I was there. And I was like, I never thought about it until it made this rally up all the way back to $10 roughly. And it absolutely killed people. And it killed me. I was like, shoot. What did I just miss? 40 cents all the way to $10. That's a good amount of excess in my opinion. And then obviously it went all the way down. This is normal. This is correction. This is how crypto moves. It moves in waves. It doesn't just go up. It goes up, right? That's the motive phase, and then it comes down, the corrective phase. Elliott wave theory. Look it up. And then I've been DCAing. I've been buying at these lows, and I'm quite happy with the bag I'm kind of holding as well. And then there's another way, by the way, where you can have INC, which is earning it. This is why we have the farms, the most trustable farms I could ever tell anyone, recommend to anyone in all of crypto, guys. And this is me coming from a guy who loves Ethereum, who made money with Ethereum, who loves BNB. It was basically the main narrative last year as well within BNB, DeFi, etc. I've been in Solana. Trust me, Radium ain't it. Number one, that buggy ass DEX front end. Oh, anyways, pulsex is it. Okay, you can make 74% APR. Anyways, I made videos about this, guys. Go check out the videos. I made tutorials. If you need more tutorials, let me know. You know what I mean? If you do as well need mentoring, if you're also that new into crypto, you can absolutely reach out to me. My email link in the description, my Telegram link in the description. I can also spare some time as well to help you onboard you into crypto as well, or if you need any advice as well. Yeah. Anyways, next up, INC, again, as we said, liquid gold. Going back to it, things that have been bullish, again, up and UPX. I don't think I have time really to talk about, unfortunately, about them. I've been seeing a God candle, by the way, God candle. I've made tons of videos about them. By the way, it's so crazy. It literally catches people off guard. And then look at that. All of a sudden, high volume days. It's crazy. Up and UPX, though. They are OGs, guys. They're OGs. Look at how old they are. 1 year, 21 days old. Like, they're very OG. They're very, very new. One of the first projects within Pulsechain, up and UpX. It's pretty cool how it works as well. Okay, it's pretty cool how it works. They basically automated the I forgot what's the process called, but it's utilizing, you know, things like liquid loans. It's utilizing what is it called? Oh, the liquid loans, and there's the other one. Damn, something city, Electro City. No, anyways, up and UpX, they're actually pretty cool, pretty darn cool tokens, by the way, ecosystems to be in. HEX, ladies and gentlemen, oh my god, melting people's faces. Shout out to anyone who is in HEX. This is, by the way, the yellow line, where I've literally made a video ages ago. I forgot when it was, probably around this time, 1st of June, I think, probably even less, I feel like. I'm not sure if it was April, where I said, oh yeah, I'm going to be getting into HEX. I'm going to become a Hexican. And look at this, in the previous like 20 days, guys, okay, 22 days, I guess, we have literally done a beautiful, like basically a 4x. We've done a 4x, guys. Yeah, crazy, at 1.3 cents, guys. Back to EHEX's all-time high is only a 32x away. Back to all-time high, which is 50 cents. Do you understand how crazy that is? A 32x away from 50 cents. It literally sounds so believable. And if it reaches that, by the way, I'm making life-changing gains. Okay? But do you think I'm selling? Guys, I believe in a $1, $2 HEX, the one on Pulsechain. Yeah, I truly do believe. Do you mean? I truly do believe. Now, if you're asking me about, you know, HEX from Ethereum, yeah, it's doing really good as well. This is CTO though. In my opinion, I would call this a CTO community takeover, because of course, this won't be subject to the sacrifice funds, right? The things that I was talking about. This is the bundle. Okay, the 3 that I was talking about, you can see they've bundled up 10 addresses, and I believe 4. So basically, there's 34 addresses that I put in these bundles. You can see how much Ethereum they're holding. You can add it up, like you can count it up. It's basically around 172,000 Ethereum, guys. Think about that buy pressure. Absolutely crazy. Look at this, 4,000 total here, 20,000. Look at this, 51,000, 98,000. Absolutely crazy. Yeah, imagine once that goes into the Pulsechain HEX, goes into INC. In terms of INC, by the way, the liquid cold, I truly do believe, I feel like we could see a triple-digit INC very soon. I mean, as some people are saying, we could see that by the end of this year, maybe, I don't know. I honestly don't know, but long-term goal, $200, $300 INC, ooh-wee. That would be amazing. That would be amazing, let me tell you that, 100%. And pulsex, by the way, big shout out to pulsex. When we look into pulsex, if we go to GoPulse, shout out to them as well. Look at this pulsex. In the past 506 days, we've burnt 4.9 and basically 5% of pulsex thanks to the buy and burn. Guys, this is why buying the native DEX token is a no-brainer every time someone transacts using pulsex, which basically, look at how many liquidity, look at how many volume we have every single day from V1. 301 million liquidity, 37 million in terms of volume. Look at this, by the way. The volume, by the way, it seems like we've bottomed out. You know what I mean? Early signs of a rally up. Just to let you know. Same thing. Look at this, 32 million liquidity. It's so much liquidity, so much volume, and every single volume, a small percentage of that goes to burning the token. So holding pulsex is literally a leverage of Pulsechain. Yeah, crazy, guys. Crazy. Anyways, you can see here, by the way, if we put 30 days, I guess here it shows it went up by 218, but we've just seen that it's actually more than that. Guys, anyways, listen, final words. There's more charts that I want to show you. The last chart I'm really going to show you here is a reminder that being a YouTube member. Okay, why? Because I've actually, one of the videos that I made, the latest video, the YouTube member video that I made was around like, I don't know, 2 weeks ago, and I've basically talked about Pulse Mafia being in my opinion, 500x token. I know that sounds super crazy to say, 500x token, but it really is because of the absolute unique gaming factor about it. It's a crazy game where you play and earn, not a play to earn, because they really thought about the gameplay mechanics, the lore. Okay, making money is a secondary byproduct. It's crazy. I've done an interview with them. Go check them out. You know what I mean? And I told people, hey, like, yes, it's kind of slow. We're not seeing the latest updates, etc. But it is already like so many different communities that have stemmed off it. You know what I mean? With the dons and the families, etc. It's literally like the Godfather type thing. It's actually pretty damn cool. Yeah, this token, guys. You know what I mean? I believe. What's the supply? Quickly, what is the supply? And by the way, quick shout out to them because it's also the same team behind Pulsepot, same dev team. So Pulsepot as well, I've seen it, I kept it on my radar, and unfortunately before I made a video on it, it started pumping, so I was like, oh, there it goes. Anyways, yeah, this is 1 billion supply, which is absolutely crazy. Yeah, and you know what I mean, in the few days, it literally went all the way up, you know, around 80%, which is pretty decent. Again, I do feel like we will see this. It's doable to see this 200 million plus, 200, 300 million, 400 million, 500 million, God knows. You know what I mean? Obviously not financial advice, do you remember? But I'm just saying that being a YouTube member, yeah, that's me talking about it. Because, you know, I speak to people left and right. Basically, becoming a YouTube member is you utilizing me as a networking type of, you know, because I have a few whales that I know. I try to learn from them as well, so I can become them. You know what I mean? Think like a whale, become a whale. That's my quote, guys. I'm gonna end the video there. It's almost midnight. I need to go to sleep. I hope you guys learned about Atropa ecosystem, the latest and greatest things about Pulsechain. It feels really great to be here. Do remember, crypto is a instrument to make money in a smart way, not a hard way. Okay, so a lot of things might sound too good to be true. Okay, do remember, only invest with risk capital. Please, for the love of God, don't borrow to invest, and for the love of God, don't put money that is going to be your bill, you know, and rent type of money that you need in a month or so. You know, don't do that mistake. I have done it before, actually, when I first went to crypto, but it paid off. Thankfully, I don't recommend anyone to do that because I was actually lucky. Okay, and that project that helped me pay off was actually Drip. Drip was my final bet that if I lost, I literally would have never started a YouTube channel. I literally would have never been in crypto ever again. That's the funny story, guys. Yeah, it's because I kept, you know, kind of losing money here and there in Pancake Swap. You know what I mean? Poocoin, actually, I think Poo Charts, whatever it's called. Yeah, it was crazy. You know what I mean? Like, because I would hold a token even if it's 50, and then I would be, oh, this is only the beginning. What about I was going to 10x? I'm going to make life-changing money, and I would never sell. And I was like, oh, I can't. Like, this crazy. And then yeah, Drip was what changed everything for me. And that's where I was like, you know what? I can make a YouTube video and then also help people not do the same mistakes that I did. So yeah, Drip will always be one of the greatest projects that I've been in. So grateful for it, by the way. So grateful for it. You know? Yeah. Anyways, guys, listen. Crypto is super exciting. And I really thank you. So if you've been watching towards the end of this video, which, how long is the video? 53 minutes. Good God. How many TikToks could anyone would have scrolled? You know what I mean? Like, shout out to you, by the way, for making it towards the end. Clearly, you don't have a goldfish mind, or goldfish attention span. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, thank you very much. And we'll see you in the next video. Join my Telegram in the description. Let me know what you think of this video. Comment down below. Share with your crypto friends. It helps the YouTube algorithm push my videos to people who are new to Pulsechain as well. It's a win-win for everyone. I'm doing my part of the community as well. And thank you very much. Guys, God bless us all. Believe in something. Whatever it is, believe in something. Be convicted to it and manifest it. Okay? We will reap the rewards of delayed gratification. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.